Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast.
Yeah.
Back with Sean.
S to the P.
And Christina.
KH.
And Kat. What's going on in the world, Sean?
Everything, man. It's not safe to be a black man. I don't know that it ever was.
Was it?
But in certain parts of the country, it's really not safe, and they're letting themselves be known. Speaking of Charlottesville, but we're not going to discuss that too much. Yep. But it's kind of interesting. But I do want to address my man that drove through the crowd. That guy, I mean, I understand playing video games, and I understand driving. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when I'm sometimes when I'm playing video games, the point total, you're like, oh, that's 15 points. But I mean, he really had to have rung up the point total.
Yeah.
I mean, it was up there in the thousands because he went bing, 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 bing.
He got to the 5 stars.
He must have, he definitely hit to like a level 3 or level 5 quickly. And from that standpoint, I mean, he did it. You got one chance. Fancy, don't let me down.
Yeah.
And he didn't let him down. Now, they're not going to let him down in prison when, they destroy his anal cavity. But
they're going to rape that guy.
Unless they don't kill him first. They might try to make an example. Trump's kind of weird. He's kind of like, oh, yeah, everybody's at fault. And then he's like, no, evil is bad.
Evil is bad. Evil is bad.
The people that are funding my campaign, they suck. Because now we know that they're the white supremacists.
Steve Bannon bought the car.
Yeah.
He's going to end up with like a real Nazi in his jail cell. He's going to be like, you're fake as hell.
Yeah.
And
not the real thing.
Say hail this, take my dick. Mm-hmm. Open up your peach ring.
He's like a preschool Nazi.
Yeah, he's not the original.
He's going to get sounded. You know what that is?
No.
Tell us.
That's when you put a penis inside another penis.
Oh, didn't know. Things. I don't get why it's called sounding. It didn't make a special.
No, it's space duck. Sorry, space duck. Sounding is the process of stretching one's penis out.
Oh my goodness!
I'm learning things.
So he's gonna get space docked after some thorough sounding.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, that's
Speak of the devil.
Live guy.
And then you got Orangey.
That man is repugnant to look at. The TV is on the perfect shade too, I think, of brightness.
Yes.
He's just like this orange.
How do you get a
ghost.
tan?
I
mean, I just feel like rich old men have a different color tan.
Yeah.
It's orange.
Yeah.
And it's not orange as the new black. It's gross.
No.
I don't get it.
I think it just glows from you when you're getting younger pussy.
Yeah. Well, if you're touching pussy over at,
I've never seen any of my guys glow.
Oh! Bada bop.
Oh, my friend lives over there.
Minnesota Ave at 16th?
Yeah. Not right there, but a few blocks.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about this? Oh, I was supposed to tell you guys about this. Catherine.
What?
There was, I might get distracted. Oh, Jesus. What is this?
We got the news on. Never tried a new podcast.
They made it seem like it was a lot of like the supremacists versus Black Lives Matter. There's a lot of white people fighting each other.
Yeah, the white
the white resistance
activists.
No.
Is this a revolution?
It's just like I don't know why they would take on
it. Education versus 4th grade level of education.
Yeah. Although some of them were, some of the alt-right are smart because they had read a bunch of literature.
Yeah. On the Civil War. Yeah.
But
one got his driver's license. You gotta
okay.
be smart to get your driver's license.
Okay, but here you go.
Did you see where all the websites though, where they're taking the pictures and they're disowning them and trying to get them fired?
Calling them out.
If you're going to go to an event like that, you're going to end up potentially on the news.
Okay, here I think the real question here is, okay, and I can ask this being a black male in America, what would a white male ever have to protest about in America? I mean, come on now. Don't sit there and tell me, oh, we're going to protest. We're going to protest because, the country's getting more color. You still are in control of everything.
Well, if you're disabled.
You're I mean...
True, you might
but if you're disabled, you're not protest. What are you protesting?
Protesting for more access or rights for jobs.
Yeah.
But that's not this group. That's not the group.
I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys are disabled in some fashion.
Well,
I mean, I'm mentally disabled, but they are really mentally disabled.
Yeah, but they're protesting about the fact that black lives and black people and all the other colors are taking our jobs and taking our this and that. What are you taking? The government, the whole foundation of
basketball.
the whole entire foundation, the whole entire foundation of America is built on them taking.
Baseball, so there's really no sports.
But did they really? Because who's the owners?
Well, that's true.
All the owners,
are old white.
just like old days.
Well.
There's a sign at the protest. My grandfather didn't fight Nazis for you to call them very fine people.
Yeah.
Well, that's in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
I know right now, like, I'm all about protesting in D.C., but right now with all, like, the bombing threats and everything, not even bombing threats, but, like, the nuclear weapons and all that, and all the stuff that they're talking about, I'm like, I might just stay clear from D.C. right now, just a little while.
Oh, we're in the blast path.
Yeah, we definitely
Oh, yeah.
I'm safe.
I think we're in the radiation path more than
Yeah.
so we just
It would hit us because they'd hit Dulles. We hit Dulles and they probably hit the Capitol, and then we'd be right in that.
You're in the safety zone. Are you in
The safety zone of what? O'Hare. O'Hare is a major airport.
I'm not close to O'Hare.
You're close
Unless
enough.
If they want to hit the Cubs, I'm safe.
You're close enough. Yeah. If they hit with some radiation, some serious stuff.
Look at all these gentlemen walking in with their hands behind their back.
This guy over here on the right.
Another guy is walking that way.
They look like cheerleaders from pom-pom.
Yes.
Walking.
About to do a kick line.
Why are they afraid to put their hands in front of themselves?
Because they have little hands like Trump.
They're hiding their small Trump hands.
I must not see.
Oh, I'm on TV. Don't look at my hands.
They must not see this.
Does he get his gloves in the kitty section?
Yeah, I think so.
It is craziness. It is craziness. The state in which we're in right now. But we can't act like we didn't ask for this craziness. Because not us, not anybody that's on the podcast right now, but most of America did vote for this.
Most of America didn't vote.
Yeah,
but by not voting,
the ones that did voted for this. They wanted this.
However, there are a lot of places where people went to vote, and if you're in a community, they made it happen where they couldn't vote, or that they had to wait in long lines. Because, like, my older sister was talking about when she lived in Detroit, it was like, the line was horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
But then Royal Oak, you could go in and out. But Jeff was like, yeah, we used to wait like a good hour to vote. And people would have to turn it and leave because they had to go to work or they had things happen. So, I mean, just saying, like, certain areas, they have it where you can easily go in, go out. I mean, it took me maybe 5 minutes to vote, where in the past...
We live in the hosh posh. We live in the nice sweet Herndon area.
Yeah.
Herndon, Reston. We live, they're not trying to stop us from voting.
Flint and places like that. Like, they were talking about places in Detroit and Flint where it's like, they had lines out the door, and then the machines weren't working right, and I'm like, this is interesting, where it's located.
Yep.
Come on.
Someone put graffiti on the Lincoln Memorial. You remember drinking there?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Standing there doing
the Tebow pose on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial.
That was a crazy night. Because remember, I had to get up the next day and I had to go see my ex. And remember, I was hammered. I was supposed to get up really early.
Yeah.
And she called me up and I was like, yeah. Not doing that. I ended up helping my friend out yesterday.
You threw up.
We found the bottle of champagne on the side of the Lincoln Memorial. Found it.
Only 3/4 of the bottle were left,
and
you and me drank the
and
whole
we
fucking
drank
thing.
it and then
All
threw
of
up.
it.
Yes.
I heard about the Wedding Crashers. They were like two other guys who were like gonna reenact that.
Yeah.
I love it. And then you got two.
We got there. Yeah.
But I ran into Vince Vaughn literally. He was a big guy.
You ran into Vince Vaughn?
Yeah.
Double V.
Nice.
Chicago style. That was like the guy that Alice found like was really attractive.
She thought he was hot at the bar, and I was like, oh, that's Vince Vaughn.
Good old Green Mill style.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave you.
So,
okay, Tina.
Mm-hmm.
Can't help it. Tell us about stand-up.
yes.
Yeah.
I decided to do stand-up. I was slightly intoxicated because I went to the Cubs game earlier in the day, and we just kept going, and I saw that it was like sign up, so I decided to do it. I had nothing prepared. So
At all? You went in cold?
Cold turkey, yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I had a couple ideas. So I
Bullshit,
went out there.
Christy. You were
I had a couple. I
practicing on
had
me.
a couple.
I
I
call
had a
bullshit.
couple ideas about things I'd say, but
Yeah.
I just kind of went up there without. And I just wrote 2 ideas and just went up there. So I went on like a rant about the vagina monologues and how like I'm a feminist and all, but unfortunately my vagina thinks it's a sportscaster. And I was like, tell him it's kind of a problem because as soon as I start to come, I swear it starts to go Cubs, go, go Cubs, go, and then how it discriminates against the SEC. And so if I see a guy like we're in Alabama, I'm like, ooh, you're not crossing the 50-yard line, and then if I see a Buckeye, and like how it's just slightly frustrating because it's like how like guys. Dick like is their brain, I swear.
Yeah,
and I can't turn it off.
Small dick, small brain.
Yeah, well, my vagina likes sports a little more than I discriminate. And then
Yay.
and then I was talking about dating, how I'm in the sandwich years of dating, and then I was like,
What are the sandwich years? Or you just give up?
I'm like,
sandwiches?
no. It's basically give up. Yeah. No, I'm not eating Subway. Like I'm not gross like the Subway guy. I don't like kids or anything.
I'm not a diddler. So stop calling me a diddler.
No, just like how like it's how I like. Okay, I'm at the pool with my friend. This is a great example. We're just swimming.
Yeah.
And this is a true story. And this kid after I'm always nice to the lifeguards because I don't want to pay $5 to swim because I'm cheap.
Fuck that.
And so this kid's just telling us about how I just got my own place. I just got out of high school, and we're just like, that's great. And then he's just, can I come up? Or you guys want to come to my place and chill? And I'm thinking, God, I would have liked it maybe 20 years ago. So like, I'm just like to him, like, is your dad single?
Yeah.
So I'm in this like mode of like, I'm like, I could go to a perfect father-son dance meet right now. Like 22-year-olds like me, and then the guys I like about 48. So I'm like, yeah, could do both, I guess.
Perfect.
So
No, Christina,
really
you were
in
out and
between.
you're like, oh. Well,
my friends
you
don't
guys
like me
know-
when I'm out because I usually ask, like, I get annoyed by people, and they'll like we would be hitting on our group, and I like want to just be out and about. I don't want to bother.
So you go either like cougar mode or like I'm gonna be your wife mode.
I'm not into no.
So you don't go with the
cougar mode.
22-year-olds?
No, they hit on me.
Oh, okay.
I want to sleep with their dad.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean,
was
if
like,
you
there's
negotiated,
no
you could
in-between.
probably get both.
No, I don't want to have both. It's really creepy. So
Yeah.
I want to make a shirt that
Okay,
says,
let
I'll
me
date
ask
your
my dad. I'll date your dad.
Yeah. Is your dad single? I should make that shirt. Wear it
Yeah.
out. Daddy, daughter, dad. No, it's dad.
Is your dad single?
I do kind of want to make that shirt in cubby blue and go Cubs go on the back.
Do it. Just
It'll be fun.
just wear it to Wrigley as your dad
Oh, yeah.
single.
Well, you know what's annoying is they have these little bitches have better tickets than I do, but they're using their dad's ticket, so maybe that's like a way in. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, there you go. Going through the kids.
You're going through the kids.
Gotta go through the kids.
Yeah, anyone in their 30s, they're usually like married. Yeah, pretty much married. Or like they're kind of weird now. It's like the kiddos like me. I mean, it's not bad being out because I'm retro now because I like all the music. I'm like, oh yeah. The only thing is I'm dancing to it. Like, yeah, I remember in college and I kissed this guy and this kid's like, yeah, I remember I saw this like in like TGF or something. It's really embarrassing.
Hey, but you can just. There's something freeing about dating in your 30s where you can just be like, look, you can't hide the fact. No matter how you dress it up, you can't hide the fact that you are also lonely. So why don't we cut the bullshit?
Oh.
I'm dating a dad.
Yeah. Oh, you're dating a dad right now?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Kind of.
Is he a young dad?
He's 48.
Nice.
Bullshit. She's dating a bunch of people. I'll call her out.
Are you dating a bunch of people?
Couple.
Couple dads?
No.
Couple, like a dad and an uncle and a grandpa?
Well, an actor that's 30 now, so he guess he's out of 20s, but he looks like he's 20s. Deal. Go Deal.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a Deal though.
Interesting.
He doesn't have a mustache?
No. Well, no.
I kind of like. Did you tell him about how you started off your comedy?
Oh, I told him that that this is like a first time for me. I'm a virgin, so I don't know what I'm doing.
She's like, please be nice.
Please be nice.
Yeah.
You know how the first time's always bad.
Yeah.
And they laughed. It was fun. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
Well, all these comedians told me not to go on stage. You need to have everything perfect. And they had all their bits, and no one laughed. So at least I got some laughs.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. It was a fun high. It was a good time.
I like your boss story too.
Yeah. I did. I
And
talked
bad
about getting
jobs.
fired too and bad jobs.
Oh, yeah.
We could do a whole podcast. of
Yeah.
bad jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I've had some. That's
I've
bad
been-
jobs.
I've been a pussy nanny.
Oh!
Wait, what the fuck is a pussy
No,
nanny?
wait. You couldn't
Cat
handle
nanny.
Oh.
so much pussy to take care of.
I only take care of the pussy. There's a real nanny for the rest of it.
Do you know it's harder to
She
get on
pees and
WAG?
poops.
It's harder to get on WAG to walk dogs and to get approved for that than to be Uber driver.
It is.
Wow.
No, it fucking is.
Wow, yeah, it's
all
true.
these tests. Like I didn't know what kind of like leash it was, and then I was looking it up and cheating. And then I had like 5 references for dogs I never walked, and they never, and I still haven't heard back.
So you had fake dog references?
Yes, I did.
I want to do that too.
And my friend wrote me this amazing thing about Wrigley and how Wrigley loves me so much. And it's like her 2-legged friend, because it's a 4-legged, he's my 4-legged friend.
Yeah.
It's pretty comical. And these are like people with like great jobs and own businesses. And I'm like, okay, you can just go in there and like work for Uber that day. I just want to like walk dogs on WAG.
Well,
Yeah. That's what I want to
I
do.
didn't know.
So WAG is like Uber for dog walking.
Yeah, you just like sign up, but apparently I'm not approved. I even like was gonna do a selfie with a dog to make myself look a little more dog friendly.
Christina, it's such bullshit.
I like walking dogs.
Is it only in Chicago?
hey!
There's one in DC. There's one in DC. Yeah, it's in different cities. It's called WAG.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, you'll probably get approved faster than I.
I don't know
Maybe they
shit
think
about
I'm a
dogs.
creeper.
I don't know anything about the.
Just
leash.
get a
Yes,
picture of
I-
a dog and be like,
I did training for like a week for this dog walking company. Got fired.
Well, at least you have dog walking experience. You don't
Well,
just say you just say
yeah.
you got discharged, or they had a change in company structure.
I got bit.
You got bit. Yeah, I got bit. You did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That doesn't.
He bit my calf.
Oh, what kind of dog was it?
It
Was
was
it
a
a poodle?
ligament issue. No, I didn't get bit.
Aw.
I didn't get bit, but I'm going to say that. What happened to your previous dog walking thing? Well, why did I mention that? Oh, that was so stupid! So stupid!
They ask you how you handle that, and they want like you to answer like some like little essay questions. It was, I don't know. I didn't like take it too seriously, and I
How
probably
you
should
handled
have.
like getting fired and
Well, maybe I should have wrote a better one. I'm just like, gosh.
I went out and kicked a dog.
you cannot work with us now.
Do you know displacement of your anger? Where you go home and you kick a dog? I did that!
I think it's because it knows I think they know I work with pussies. You know, like
Yeah.
you're a cat or
Yeah.
you're a dog person.
Did you just put that you interned with Michael Vick?
Oh no, that's terrible.
Like, no.
They don't want to know
They're
that.
not gonna know.
Oh man.
I'm like, really?
There's
Is he,
some interesting dogs
is
nowadays.
he international dog walker? Who is?
Yeah. He's so mysterious.
Oh,
this dog
who is this
walker.
guy? Look.
No, I couldn't concentrate with like the meds I was on.
Yeah.
I couldn't learn new shit.
No,
I just couldn't
okay.
do it.
Well, you know what though? Like I just was looking for fast cash, and honestly, I can't. Like
You're
you're
not a dog
supposed
walker.
to. I like cats. They go in a box. I don't want to pick it up when it's like gooey still or like
Let's be
hot.
real,
I hate the
Christina.
smell of shit.
But you thought about it. You like the idea. You romanticize the idea of getting exercise
Yeah.
while working.
Yeah, and if they're cute, like you meet guys or meet people, you know.
Yeah.
I pour out my friends' dogs sometimes.
Nice.
Yeah. Basically, I just like to go over there and use the dog's Netflix and yeah, 'cause I don't have it right
The
now.
dog's Netflix.
Odie
the
and I are
dogs-
Odie's and I are buddies because it's the best dog because it's a service dog, so I can take him anywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, Otis is cool.
Whose dog is that?
That is Lisa's dog, but the thing is, the dog's a drunk. Like seriously.
The dog drinks.
No, because every time it grew up in the French Quarter, so like if it smells like stale beer or a bar, the dog will like start walking towards it and want to go in. And I'm like, dude, no, this is like
Oh
not
yeah,
a dog.
Lisa. Yeah, because she's the one that
She
was the
she
bartender
bartended in the
she's
French
kick-ass.
Quarter and lived in the French Quarter. So
Yeah.
the dog's just like.
So is the dog legitimately an alcoholic?
I think it is because it always wants to go to like these like dive bars, and I'm like, hey, no.
That's perfect for you.
Right?
You like bars?
Yeah, but like not the ones this dog wants to go to.
Oh,
It
these
likes
are the ones that are too divey?
the creepy old men ones where they like it's 10 a.m. and I'm like, no, I don't want to go in there with
Oh.
the dog. Like those
And
are a
when
little
it's 10
weird.
a.m. and they're drunk and they're
Yeah.
looking
Yeah, what are you doing?
I mean, every once in a while you might see a doctor because it got off at like 7 a.m. But
Mm.
most of the time it's like that 10 a.m. like
See,
Bart Simpson.
it's hit or
crowd.
miss. You could possibly find a
No.
doctor.
You find your doctor of your
Christina,
dreams.
or does
See?
it go to the one where like the crazy like
You know what I'm talking about? The weird,
the one that smells funky.
the
That
dram shop. the
No,
really
where's
smelly
the
one.
one guy? Wait, where the one guy?
It's
the
called the
killer,
Dram
killer's
Shop.
in Chicago.
Oh yeah, it doesn't go to L&L. There's this like bar in Chicago where
No
both
joke.
Geraci and Jeffrey Dahmer hung out at.
So it's cool enough to
yeah.
not go there. We're not kidding.
Yeah,
it's
like
right
it's
next
like
to
seriously, it was like
neighborhood.
two serial killers' favorite bars
Gay
in my
bar.
neighborhood.
No, it's right near. It's
No,
not a
it's
gay
not.
bar. It's a
It's
straight
not.
bar.
It's like it's a
Between-
mix, yeah, but it's a dive and it smells
Well,
bad.
Dahmer lived in Milwaukee, didn't
Yeah,
he?
but he used to pick up people from Dunkin' Donuts across the street and like look for like the youngins across the street while I sat there. And Geraci used to go there too. So you're in like great company of ghosts, or you don't like it's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
it-
go there.
I
but
thought Dahmer picked up guys from gay bars.
he did that too, but he would like he'd go there because it was like right in the neighborhood almost, but it wasn't quite gay.
In the gay bar.
I
The
live
neighborhood.
there. It's a fun place to live.
By Wrigley.
Yeah, Wrigley/neighborhood. I'm in the middle.
I like neighborhood though. It's safe. I feel
Well,
safe
Market
there.
Days was a little sad. So I got to meet. So has anyone met any of their like teen idols or someone like they looked up to as a kid?
I met someone that I had a crush on, and then I hooked up with her.
Who was that?
Ooh.
I don't know if I've told this on mic. I
Hmm.
think you know the story, Sean.
Okay.
But it was this girl from a kids movie from when I was a kid.
What movie was it?
Three Ninjas.
I don't know.
Who was this?
It was the
Was this
girl.
when you were in
Three Ninjas.
Hollywood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was when I was in
Did
Hollywood.
you know it was her?
Yeah.
Did you say anything about it? You didn't say any like key phrase like when you came or anything. 'cause
No,
that'd
I
be
didn't.
weird.
Yeah, that would be lame. When I was,
I love you.
yeah, when I was about to come in her mouth, I'd be like, Rocky loves Emily. Oh.
It's like, oh.
Now, was this when you were writing in LA or?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't write much in LA. I didn't write enough in LA.
Yeah.
I've written way more
Since you've been
since I've
back.
been back. Yeah.
That'd be an experience.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I haven't had an experience with meeting a teen idol.
Yeah.
Like directly meeting him or just
Yeah.
seeing him go by.
Well, both. You probably saw a lot of people too.
Did you?
I didn't really. Well, I didn't. Really, I can't say like got to meet. I had to explain my drunk friend to Tiffany because we were at Market Days this weekend and we were rocking it out. It was a blast. And Kat thought Tiffany
Not
was
me.
not my
Different
twin.
guy.
She thought Tiffany was Belinda Carlisle. She had the Go-Go's instead of Tiffany. She didn't know who was who. And was telling her she was beautiful. That she was in the kick line routine in front of her in the 80s. And Tiffany's looking at Kat like, "There's no way you're that old."
Can you not say cat?
But
You like
I'm at
that.
the same time, I'm just thinking, gosh, I have to try to get my friend away from Tiffany because she's like trying to like kind of touch her hair and tell her she's really pretty.
Yeah.
And it was just like too much. I'm like, I didn't think when I was like 8 years old I would be meeting like the mall goddess and having to explain my drunk friend to her when I was trying to get a picture with her. It was really comical. And then she's just like, yeah, I want to hang out with you guys afterwards.
Yes.
But it was just pretty comical because I had to be like, no, Kat, that's not
Did she hang out with you afterwards?
No, well, I didn't get her number and stuff, but she was a lot of fun. Like she was fairly amused, but I was kind of like, okay.
Was she pretty lit up?
No, she wasn't. Like she was actually very talented. Sounded great, a lot of fun. But it was just more one of those things like, okay, Kat, like I love you, but sometimes I never know what you're going to do. She's one of those friends.
So she was performing there, so people could listen to her ironically.
Yeah, but we were actually like the crowd that like enjoyed it and got it. 'Cause we're all like, Brian was so happy because he's like, I've always wanted to meet her. I missed her last time. I'm like, when was that? He's like, 30 years ago. She was at the mall.
I've been wanting this for 30 years.
He was seriously like, that was so funny. His wife's with him. We got
my moment.
He like basically he put the picture I got him. He did. He cut his wife out of the picture. It's his profile on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tiffany was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Front row center. Yeah.
Sean, you ever met an idol?
I met Daryl Green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Played a Hall of Fame cornerback for the Redskins.
Oh, that makes sense. We love Kirk Cousins.
Woo!
Go green, go white. Best Redskin ever.
No, I don't think so. I met Joe Gibbs, met some coaches, things like that. But no, I don't think I met anybody.
I interviewed Leslie Nielsen, but I didn't really know like anything about him. I know it was so I did see him on Golden Girls. He was dating Blanche, and I brought that up. So they thought that was funny. And then the guy from Evil Dead.
Oh,
not Sam Raimi, but like Bruce Campbell. He was really cool. He was really nice.
Nice.
But he knew I'd never seen any of these movies too.
So was he funny about it?
He was pretty funny about it because he has such a calling, and all these people are like, I basically was watching all these guys geek out, and I wrote from perspective like this fanboy that I just wanted to meet him since he was 8 years old and have the dolls and stuff, and then I got all these great stories from his dad. So he actually wrote me a nice like little like funny thank you letter. And he was cool, but it was obvious. Like I wasn't even gonna try to act like I knew his movies.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to rent Evil Dead from Family, like the Family Dollar or whatever the Family video store was, but it was all sold out. I'm like, oh man.
When was this?
This is in Petoskey because his dad's a professor there.
Nice.
Yeah, I met a lot of like cool people there. And then in college, I got to meet people. I was bummed. I didn't get the Tori Spelling interview. It was really sad. I wanted that one because that would have been pretty ironic. And then I remember, who else did they do? I remember they did the guys from, the MTV Love Show that show.
Oh, yeah.
Adam Carolla and all them. That was
Loveline?
Loveline, yeah.
You got to interview Adam Carolla?
No, my friend and I didn't get that one. I got more like the Broadway stuff.
Yeah.
So I got some of the actors that they were like in a one-man show.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's good times.
What's like your dream job?
I don't know anymore.
That's the perfect answer. That's the only answer.
Yeah, I don't think there is such a thing. I don't really feel like there's a dream job. I think being able to work the least amount, like in office space, not hating my job. I don't know. Yeah, or probably like running a nonprofit where it's more like bringing the arts to the school, or like with seniors something multi-purpose, but somewhere warm and exciting.
Yeah.
Sean, what's your dream job?
Oh, when I was younger, I thought coaching.
Yeah.
Now you're like peeps.
And then I had to deal with parents and the brat kids. No, when I got a little older, the teaching was pretty solid to me. Excuse me, and the counselors and all that stuff. But now it's just kind of like, just helping wherever I can help. I like what I'm doing, working with the adults with disabilities, but at the same time, such a dream, My dream job actually is probably be to be one of those guys that they hook up to, like the brain scans and all that stuff, and I sleep for several hours, like 12 hours a day. Yeah, and I just sleep there, and I'm like, yes, Like right now, that's what I mean.
Analyze
Because
dreams.
being on the other side of it, staying up as much as I do and being like a zombie like I am,
Yeah.
like at this point, I've lost like 10 years of sleep. I know that. I mean, for the last 5 years, I've been sleeping an average of 3 hours a night. I'll get these days where, like today, where I slept for 12 hours or something like that, and that's great. But at the same time, that's a rarity.
You should
So-
do a sleep study.
So if I were to do that,
Yeah,
a
do
sleep study,
They'll pay you out the
and
ass,
just
man.
sit there and
They
for
analyze your dreams, and it turns out you're having sex dreams about Tyler Perry
what? It's like, yeah.
the whole time. It was like, well,
It's like, okay.
our findings were a little skewed because every single dream you had was about Tyler Perry.
So, but yeah. So that, I think that'd be ideal.
I don't know, Broadway actress, because I can't sing. I don't want to be in the musical Chicago, and I want to be Velma.
Nice.
I love Velma.
What about you?
This.
This? Yes. You know what I would love to do? You remember Jim Vance? He just passed away.
Rest in
RIP.
peace, Jim Vance.
And then you remember George Michael on Channel 4?
Yeah, the
Right?
sports
I would
report.
love to have it, something like you and I, like on that. How much joy, how fun they had it. And I sit there and I listen to, like, just their old broadcasts, the old things on TV, and how just real it was. And how it was, it was a different time. We're obviously,
Yeah.
you and I always feels like we were, born 10 years too late.
Oh,
'cause
definitely.
We would have, rocked out in the 80s and all that stuff. But it was definitely, the way they had it where it was natural. They told the news, but they had fun doing it, and they
And
had...
back to you. How over to you, Jim?
Right.
It's like,
It's back and forth. I mean,
bunch of people got shot. How the Giants do this week. Roll the tape.
Go.
We did great. Let's go get a burger.
Right.
I like Cherokee.
I don't want to go home to my wife, Jim.
Well, that's what it was.
It's that chemistry.
Just
that,
stay here and work
yeah.
long hours again.
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's go back to the grind.
Quit waiting on me for me, Jim.
Can't go back to Mackenzie tonight. That little brat Mallory.
Just stay here. Another late
I'm
night
sleeping
shift?
in the studio, Jim.
I'll leave the light on for you.
Why don't you hold me? I've never been with a black man, Jim.
It was a good time. It was a sign of a better time.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God, here comes this orange face. Fuck with
Yeah.
me.
I feel like I'm living in a reality show where it's like not like really happening in terms of the presidency.
He
You know what
really
this
does
is?
look like Biff.
No, you know what this
From
Hey,
Future
Ben,
2.
yes, that's what
Second
this
one,
is. This is Back to the Future 2. We're living in an alternate reality.
Yeah.
This is not the real reality. This is if Biff took over, all right, and now Trump is president. This is
Yeah.
what
It's
happened.
crazy everything that Back to the Future predicted.
Cubs
It
won
was
the World
1
Series.
year off of the
Yeah,
Cubs winning
and
the
then
series.
and then like
1
then
year.
suddenly Biff takes the almanac and changes, and it's alternate 1985 and alternate
Yeah.
2015, right? No, we
Yeah.
never saw alternate 2015.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But we're living
we
in
saw, yeah,
alternate
because he
20.
showed the newspaper and he said Doc would have been committed,
Yeah.
and then what? Marty would have died or something, or been in jail or something. Yeah.
Oh, my friend
They're doing
bought
that
that
Sharknado now.
drunk.
Huh?
That the news clipping of Doc Emmett Brown committed. She bought it like several years ago and she was drunk.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had a crush on her.
What happened with that? No.
Sharknado. I watched
Tell us
that.
Toby's story.
What's that?
You tell a story about Toby.
Oh,
Who's
Toby.
Toby?
Girl. You know about
The
Toby?
girl.
Who's Toby?
I fucked a girl named Toby.
There's nothing wrong with that. Why is that funny?
You just gave her name Toby. Toby.
Toby.
Was the guy from
Oh,
Baywatch named
Kunta.
Toby?
Kunta Kinte.
No, the guy from Roots.
Roots
Yeah,
Toby?
that was no. His name was Kunta Kinte, but
I
know.
the slave
Your
master tried-
name is Toby,
Toby.
boy.
No.
and he slept with a girl that was named Toby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was her Tabitha? Tobiah? What's that short for?
Toby
No,
sounds
it was
kinda
just
like a
Toby.
guy.
Toby? Yeah, right.
Maybe it was like Tobian or something.
Tobian? Tobiana?
Tobiana. Alright, Tobiana.
Tobiana. Hello, Tobiana.
I feel like you know each other's all of your stories. Like, you know, like Sean's gonna call out every like embarrassing thing you've done.
That's fine. Because I don't do as much embarrassing things anymore because I don't drink.
You don't,
so, like,
you don't do embarrassing stuff.
It-
I stood
it
on
takes-
a table when Hall & Oates finally came out
I
that
do
one night.
embarrassing
The
stuff.
D-Day,
Yeah.
June 6th.
Around.
Remember we took the picture of the guy that had the mustache?
Yeah. You came out with us and it was a treat. We did a D-Day bar crawl and we only went to one place.
Sounds like Sean.
We started with the German restaurant because we
Yeah.
were invading the
Oh, okay,
Germans.
3. Okay.
And they had like German music and everything. We had pictures of beer.
Can you really do like it was all D-Day thing? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Were you wearing America stuff or just?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were just regularly dressed or with vaguely patriotic shit.
No,
And-
I had like a Rams, an LA Rams shirt
Yeah.
on coming to the Jersey bar. No, I was definitely underdressed for that play. And they were taking pictures and just laughing out loud of this guy that had this mustache that was like literally like a Fu Manchu, but
Yeah.
it was like wound
Oh,
up.
that's
It
right.
was hilarious. It was, if you look on our Facebook picture, like
on
earliest
there?
Facebook pictures,
Yeah.
I know it's on mine. I'll send it to
All
you.
right, I want to see that. We'll put it on the podcast picture for me. I remember.
guys.
I remember
Yeah.
you were just like, "Oh, okay, you're rolling out."
Yeah.
All right, man.
Hi.
Oh, Sean is rolling out.
Hit me up, man. We'll do it
I
again.
will do that.
Hit me
Gonna
up.
say
We'll do it
goodbye to
again soon.
Sean.
Bye, Sean. The listener's saying goodbye to Sean.
Bye, listeners.
Bye, Sean.
Bye.
Go do that sleep study, Tyler Perry, baby.
See?
Get that money.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, Medea.
That would be scary to have a sex dream with.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's like, what if this is 12 hours a night of sex dreams about Tyler Perry?
Oh wow.
And then
Yeah.
just
I like never want to sleep.
That's why I won't do the sleep study. I'm scared of finding out what
and abruptly jumping to meeting his parents very soon after.
happened. What
Like, I want you to meet my parents. We just had sex once.
Oh
All right,
my
guys.
gosh. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Repeat.